time. Let's just get this working. We don't have a ton of time today. All right, let's start the spanky base wrap. Also the rising setup. Shoulders retracted. Abs in. Let's get into this hinge position. Hold. The pause. Pause. I like it. I think I'm gonna crawl up an inch or two. Inch on either side. Get a tighter finish. We'll stay there. Again, that isometric hold on that bent over row, which is why many have a problem doing bent over row formats, is holding that static hip. You got tight hamstrings. Let me tell you, you stay there long enough, you know exactly where you're tight. Woo. Felt that on the hold. Okay. Let's get another set of those. Same concept here. Forcing that retraction. See if we can get upper middle and some of that lower trap even. Rear delt's definitely fire. That's just how this movement works, no matter what you do. Not the emphasis, but depending on how you execute it, will be a major part of the movement. Okay. New kids on the block plan, it's not. No, you just get a good set going. Let's rise up here. Peek on the wrap. Staying in that bent over position is rough. But I think it went well. I like that grip. Just at that crest. Just near that corner. Just on the outside of that. Great handle on that. When people talk about the stretch, I'll just say this. To do this exercise. With my shoulders retracted, and my elbows at full extension, that's it. If I release the shoulders, this is not what's supposed to stretch. Once you start to go into that, I'm stretching the trap, upper shoulders, and back. When I initiate this movement, it's not starting, I don't care how proficient you are, unless this is very light, these muscles in that setting are not going to initiate the movement. These are. And since this is what's starting it, this is going to be secondary. Why? What's the benefit? Training these back muscles if your ultimate posture is going to become this, simply because you're constantly pulling these muscles out of position and they're never ever learning how to stay here. No amount rear delt flies or any other type of shrug movement is ever going to teach you to stay in position all day while you sit, while you walk, while you live. When you think 8 or 12 or 3 sets of whatever of this is going to teach them that. You know what teaches them that? When you keep them there while you lengthen these arms and draw back and lengthen the arms and draw back and they don't move. And when that weight and that force is no longer happening, your desk, your movie watching, your poor eating posture with elbows on the table won't pull them out of position. You'll stay retracted. But as long as you keep training, stretch, stretch. You're stretching the wrong thing. Stretch the arm out, not the shoulder. Just the hand. Okay? Off the soapbox. Let's work. It takes practice. It takes dedication to repetitively teach your body not to fully relax every muscle in the chain, to keep your hips fixed, keep your spine neutral, keep your shoulders back. Even though your arm is going forward, your shoulder doesn't. This can stay here. This can go. This can go. This can go. This can get difficult. Don't let this go. Many different things in the movement pattern are going to trigger you to want to release it, including bouncing the weight at the bottom, trying to turn this into a pump movement. You're not bouncing endpoint to endpoint. You're not stretch, hold, stretch, hold. No, you're lengthening without releasing. Then you're drawing in, pausing, releasing the hand, bicep, lat, not the shoulder, not your retractors, not your traps. That's how you actually develop back thickness. That's how you actually develop that 3D effect on the muscle when you develop it over time. It's not going to happen after 3 sets. So everybody who doesn't want to have a defined back and thinks that doing X, Y, and Z or retracting is going to get you with this swole back, relax. You got to put time in it. Okay? It's 2 extremes. People who don't want to do it because they're too lazy to, or it's hard. And then the people who avoid doing it, I don't want to look like that. I don't want my back to. Just stop. Just do it the way it's supposed to be done. Develop up to the point in which you want to be developed. You're not going to all of a sudden wake up from the jack back just because you did it one time. Just stop, okay? Just do the work. Do it right. Let's get one more set here. Stay a little bit more upright on this position pattern. Go a little bit more narrow on the hands. Still same rule in terms of lengthening, but instead of operating from this full 90-degree hinge, we're here, we'll probably be about here. Given that we're on this T-bar platform and there's a tendency for it to induce way too much pressure into the toes, I don't want to spend more time trying to hold my balance than I can do on the weight. So I'm going to get into a position where I can comfortably lower and now feel like I'm tipping forward. Now feeling like I have to use more work with my calves to keep myself from falling forward. Spend a little bit more time creating this length and then drawing in with a solid base rather than dealing with this tip over. All right, let's work. It was